And joining us now to discuss these major developments is former ambassador to the United States and Deputy Foreign Minister Danny Ayalon. Thank you for joining.
Shalom, Sivan.
Shalom, Danny. Do you see Trump's plan as some kind of a historic opportunity or another short-lived proposal that may fade away with time? What's your assessment?
Well, it's a great plan, but it hinges on Hamas agreement. The fact that all the Arab countries, including Hamas allies, Turkey and Qatar, which both are Muslim Brotherhood, they are both Hamas countries, which also accepted it, I guess lends this opportunity a great chance, because if Hamas does not approve, and I don't think it has the power not to approve, then it's a huge embarrassment to its benefactors, Qatar and Turkey. Also, they would be subject to enormous pressure and punishment moves. The leadership of Qatar stays in five-star hotels in Doha, in Qatar. They can be expelled from Qatar. Their bank accounts can just be frozen. So there is a lot of leverage of Qatar. And now, after Qatar publicly accepted the plan, and probably it was arranged before President Trump made the announcement that Qatar agreed to it, then I think it's very hard to go back. And indeed, Hamas right now is isolated. And if they reject the plan, then they will bear the consequences. And the President Trump made it very clear that if they do not accept the plan, today he added 2 or 4 days max for them to accept it, then of course Israel would be free to do whatever we need to do.
Now, Netanyahu managed to secure some edits into this proposal. Do you think Netanyahu is really on board, or is this being forced on him at this point?
I think Netanyahu should be on board. I'm not talking about the political implication, but from a strategic geopolitical point of view, it's a very good plan for Israel. As far as his coalition, if the right-wing parties, Smotrich and Ben-Gvir, namely, do not accept it, then I think the Prime Minister would have a choice whether to bring in Gantz's party, which I think he would be willing to come in to implement such a plan, or he may go for elections on this plan, which is a positive agenda, unlike what he has had so far. And of course, if the right-wing parties accept it, more for it to continue and implement it. But again, it's very much up to Hamas. Right now, Israel is in a pretty good condition, also hopefully vis-a-vis the European countries and other bodies in the international community to actually break this political siege and isolation that we have been very wrongly subjected to.
Mm-hmm. Now, some Arab and Muslim states pledged to realize the plan if it's implemented. Which of these states really matter here, in your opinion?
I think both. First of all, Qatar, because I think Qatar is the key point to make or break with Hamas, more than Turkey, more than anyone else. Secondly is Egypt, because Egypt is the one on the other side of the border, so they would have a major role. First of all, to make sure that no more illegal weapons come into Hamas, and also they would have a stake in policing and making sure that the implementation of this agreement will go smoothly.
Danny Ayalon, thank you very much.
My pleasure.